Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a fun one for you today. Got three little buttons down there. They're circular, and when I hover over them, they're going to grow. We got two lines of text in the buttons, and obviously when you click on them, you can take people to wherever you want. Really nice little eye-catching thing to have on your site and really easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And we'll go down, we'll delete this row. I've got a section here, the blue tab. Inside the section, I've got a row, the green tab with 3 columns. I'm going to add a new row. I'm going to put 3 columns in it. And we're actually going to build this button from scratch today, just using a little text module. So let's roll on down in alphabetical order. There's a text module. I'm going to pop that in there. And we'll put what we want it to say. Start today, and if you want to put a second line, let's just drop down and we'll say like we've done above, it's free. And these text modules are really versatile. You can turn them into buttons by using the link down below. If we click on that, put wherever you want to take your people with your button, right there, the URL. Always best practice. If you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking off-site to somebody else's website, open it in a new tab. That way your sites are going to stay open. I'll just throw a hashtag in there, as I've got no real link. Great. Okay, well, I want that start today to be a little bit bigger than the text below it there, kind of like a title and a subtitle. So if we go back into our text, and this is common to all text blocks, you can select it, you can turn it into a heading if you want to. That's great. Now we'll give it a background. Down below the link you'll find background. We've done a whole video on backgrounds. You can do some crazy things with backgrounds. I'm just going to give it a simple color today. That red's absolutely fine. But we can create a hover effect where it changes color on hover. And again, this is common to all Divi modules. If you roll over the dark writing, you'll see some little icons appear. If there's a little arrow, we can create a hover effect. You've got 2 tabs, a desktop when your mouse is not on it, and a hover. If we click on the hover tab here, obviously when the mouse is on it, we can change that color to a different color. Let's make that blue perhaps when they hover over it. Great. Well, let's click back on desktop so it is the red color. That's okay, and it'll work fine as a button, but it doesn't look very nice. So let's sort it out. I'm going to go over to my design tab. In fact, let's roll this up a little bit. Once in the design tab, I'm going to shoot all my text into the middle using the text drop down here. It'll do both the title and the paragraph text. If we roll down, we can align them both in the middle there. And if we roll down a little bit more just below the alignment there, we can change that text from dark to light. You can do it separately in the heading text, or you can roll over, go straight to the design features for the heading there and the paragraph by just clicking on the little pencil icon there. I'm happy with it. I think the size is fine. 22 pixels, you can take it up or down in size. 22 seems to work well for me. I think I might make it semi-bold though. Up here, you can change the weight of it here. I think I'll make that semi-bold so it stands out just a little bit better. And of course, you can choose any font you want to from the Divi list, and they've got a whole load of fonts here. To audition one, just roll over it. It'll give you an example. Just choose what you want. I'm going to leave mine on default. I'm happy with that. Great. Well, I'm happy with the spacing and everything. If you wanted to bring those closer together, we've got line height down here. And you can sort of check it down if you want to squeeze them up a little bit more. I'm happy with the way it was. With all things Divi, you can just delete what you've done. If you don't like it, it'll go back to the original for you. Great. Well, let's make this into a rounded button. Really easy to do. Still in the design tab, I'm going to roll down a little bit more to sizing. I'm going to give it a fixed width and a fixed height. I'm going to give mine, say, 150. It's put in percentage. I don't want to use percentage, so I'm going to select that. I'm going to put in px for pixels instead. So it's 150 pixels wide, and I'll make it the same height. Again, I'm going to put in 150. This time it's put in pixels for us. Fantastic. just down below we've got spacing. So we can shoot that text down so it's more central. So I'm going to go into spacing. I'm going to give it a bit of padding on the top. Let's try 50 pixels. I think that did it for me last time. Obviously adjust yours to taste. That looks about right. Now I actually want this module to be centered within whatever column it's in. So if we go back up to sizing just above again, module alignment, I could have done this while I was in there just now. That way it will always be in the center. It doesn't matter what device you're looking at it on. And any of these adjustments you can change on tablet and mobile. Again, if we roll over the dark writing, you'll see some little icons appear. If there's a little mobile phone type icon, you can adjust it for tablet and a phone and have completely different settings. That's going to work for all of mine. It'll be in the center of each column. Fantastic. Okay, well, I want to make this thing round. And to do that, we can go down to border. If I put a 50% in here, 50 and the percentage sign, it'll make it completely round just like that. Make sure you got the chain checked. It'll do all 4 sides at once. If you wanted to put a border around it, you could do so here. Just give it a border width and whatever color you want. I'm going to leave mine as is for the moment. I think I'm going to give it a little bit of box shadow just down below, lift it off the page slightly. But I think also a nice little effect. It's going to change color to the blue when they hover over it. But we also want it to grow a little bit like we did with the ones above. And again, that's very easy. Let's just close up the box shadow there. We can go down to transform. We're still under the design tab. And our first one here is scale. So we don't want anything to happen when their mouse is not on it, but when they hover over it. So let's get up our little arrow again, just like we did before. Click on the hover state. Let's have it grow by about 20% or something like that. And as long as you've got that little chain checked, it'll do both sides at once. I think that works. Obviously, you could go a bit bigger if you wanted. I think 20% was pretty good. And you can scale it up and down by grabbing on it. You can fine tune with the little arrows just beside it there if you want to take it up 1 or 2 little increments at a time. That's great. So I think we're pretty much done with this button. The only other thing, the time it actually takes to get from desktop state to hover state when they put their mouse on it, by default with Divi is 300 milliseconds, which is pretty quick, works in a lot of situations. I'm going to slow this down slightly just for a bit of grace. To do that, we can go over to the Advanced tab, down to Transitions. There's the default 300 milliseconds. Let's take it up to just over half a second, maybe 600. Don't want any delay, want it to happen as soon as they put their mouse on it. And my transition speed curve I like to use for hover effects is ease in, ease out. Now these are all slightly different. Some will work better in certain situations than others, but that's my go-to usually for hover effects. Great, so if we've done everything correctly here, we should be good to go. Let's save our changes. We'll hit the little purple button at the bottom. Save draft or publish if you're ready. And let's exit the Visual Builder. We'll roll on down. There's our new little button. When we roll over it, it's going to grow. Change to the blue color. Of course, you can click on it and take them to the link. Take the mouse off. It's going to ease back up to how it was. And like I say, that's a nice little thing to have on your site. If people are mousing around and this sort of thing happens, it's going to get their attention pretty quickly. And of course, once you've got one, you don't have to go through it. You can either save it to your library or you can just duplicate it and copy it across. I'll quickly show you how to do that. Let's enable the Visual Builder again. We'll roll on down. And the easiest way to duplicate this, just hit the 2 little squares there to duplicate. You've got 2 of them. Drag the next one over to wherever it is you want to put it. Of course, you can go in and change all the text. Change the link, obviously. And we can flip those background colors around also. Just change the color out there. Click on your hover tab. Remember, if it's not open, just click on that arrow up there. And let's make it black on hover. Don't need to change anything else. We should be good to go. And then rinse and repeat. We'll exit the Visual Builder. roll on down. The first one. And like I say, that's a really nice little effect to have on your website. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them below the video. I'll do my best to answer them, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.